Pavlov's dog used to walk a lot. He'd walk and he'd walk and he'd stall and he'd stop. He'd pee on trees and all the doors on the block. He'd walk and he'd walk all the hours on the clock. And one day he stopped in one of a million spots and stood and gazed at an unfamiliar box. He thought,
I've been walking and peeing a heck of a lot, but not once have I peed on this particular box.
He sniffed it and stopped, sniffed at the box, sniffed all over the front and over the top. He sniffed over the side, sniffed over the back. He wanted to pee, but an odor was holding him back. He opened his bladder and rolled his leg back, but inside the box a voice cried, "Stop hosing with that!" The dog was quite shocked.
Who spoke?
He just snapped, "It's me, in the box, it's Schrodinger's cat."
Schrodinger's cat,
said the dog, slightly slow to react.
I thought I'd caught the odor of cat, but how did you end up roped in this trap?
So the cat spoke back and told him the facts. "I'm hopelessly trapped. My owner is bad. Professor Schrodinger's totally mad and manic. He's placed me in this box with a radioactive particle attached to a packet of hydrocyanic acid." Pavlov's dog could hardly get it.
A box with particles in it and hydrocyanic acid, what is it?
The cat said, "The particle could decay at any minute and release the acid, the deadliest poison in existence."
This is ridiculous,
said the dog, drawing a line.
Surely you die. What an awful and appalling crime.
"The professor says I help sort thoughts in the mind because I'm 100% dead or alive at all times."
Yeah, we all know about the birds and the bees, and we know the moon is made out of cheese. We've all cried wolf a little too soon and let the dish to run away with the spoon. Melting wax, magic hats. This is the story about dogs and cats.
Pavlov's dog could hear the cat beginning to cry. Furious, with his furry fist to the sky, he yelled,
"Would somebody mind please telling me why it is that these men of science have the silliest minds? But wait, Schrodinger's cat, you're hearing me, right?"
"Right," said the cat, spilling a tear from his eye.
"And if you're talking too, then you must still be alive."
So the dog lifted the box till it flipped on its side. And sure enough, there, inside the cell, was the cat, tired as hell, but alive and well. Pavlov's dog could hardly abide the smell. But oh look, on the cat's collar someone's tied a bell. The cat hollered, "I'm free, let's make our escape. I know a great hiding place called Plato's Cave." But just then they heard a squawk and a deafening screech. "Quick, run! It's the thought experiment police!"
"The thought experiment police? What on earth do you mean?"
yelled the dog as they fled from the awful scene. Then he heard another blood-curdling scream and saw Flaubert's parrot wielding Occam's razor on a Turing machine. Flanked by Einstein's relatives, swinging Foucault's pendulum on Galileo's ship, firing Newton's cannonball at them. They tried to escape, but nothing would go to plan. Plato's cave was occupied by Avicenna's floating man.
It's a Kafkaesque nightmare.
Worse, it's Orwellian.
Or Dantescan.
Miltonian.
Boskian.
Carolian.
You can say that again.
Carolian. The cat started shaking. The fear was too great. His heart was breaking. And that's when the cat spell rang and resonated. Somewhere deep in the dog's mind it penetrated. He began to salivate, an appetite he had to sate. The cat began to rant and rave.
"Don't eat me!"
But it was all too late.
Sorry, cat. I can't help it.
We all know about the birds and the bees, and we know the moon is made out of cheese. We've all cried wolf a little